Chapter 2, Group Test, Quadratic Function. Number 1. The name of the function is quadratic and the parent function is fx equals x squared. Describe the transformation of gx, x plus 4 squared minus 3 to its parent function. So the description is this is going to be left 4 and down 3 units. Number 2. Write the rule equation for g described by the transformation of the graph fx equals x squared. Reflection on x-axis and translation 15 unit up and vertical shrunk by a factor of 1/3. We are going to do this step by step. First, we are going to look at the reflection. So reflection over x-axis means negative x squared. 15 units up means plus 15. Vertical shrink by a factor of 1/3. It means that the last step you're going to multiply 1/3 with the entire function. So means distribute the 1/3 inside. You're going to get 1/3 x squared with negative sign plus 1/3 times 15. So the final function gx will be negative 1/3 x squared plus 5. Number 3. Given gx equals x squared minus 6x plus 5 and identify the following parts of parabola and then graph the function. So we want to find the vertex, axis of symmetry and y-intercept. Just remember for axis of symmetry we're going to use the formula x equals negative b over 2a. So first thing you want to do is to identify a, b and c. And then you're going to apply the formula negative b over 2a. So that's going to be negative 6 over 2 times 1. That's 6 divided by 2, it's 3. So axis of symmetry is 3. Also the x coordinate for the vertex is 3. And now we are going to find the y coordinate. To find the y coordinate, we are going to use the given equation that is gx, and we're going to plug it in 3 for x. So it's going to be 3 squared 6 times 3 plus 5. So that's going to be 9 minus 18 plus 5, and it's negative 9 plus 5, that is negative 4. So this is 3 comma negative 4. Y-intercept is 0 comma 5. So vertex is minimum or maximum. Once you see if it is a open up or open down, then it's easier to say if it is maximum or minimum for the vertex. So if you look at the a is 1, which is greater than 0. It means that the parabola is going to opens up. It means the vertex is all the way at the bottom and it's going to be minimum. For the graphing section, you're going to plot the 3 comma negative 4 here and using the pattern 1, 3 and 5 where a is 1, so it means that the pattern will still be the same 1, 3 and 5. So it's going to go up 1, up 3 and up 5, and the same mirror image on the other side. Then you're going to get a full graph. For number 4, given hx equals negative 1/5 x plus 2 squared plus 5 and identify the following parts of the parabola and then graph the function. You're going to find the vertex of this function, and then the vertex is going to be negative 2 comma 5. Axis of symmetry is the x coordinate or h value, that is negative 2. Remember, you're comparing it with the original function a times x minus h squared plus k. Always use the opposite sign for h. It means if it's positive 2, you're going to use negative 2. Now a is negative 1/5, which means less than 0. It means parabola is going to opens down, and that means that the vertex is all the way at the top and it's going to be maximum. Now you're going to plot the point vertex and the axis of symmetry. So the vertex is going to be negative 2 comma 5 and axis of symmetry is this line. You're going to graph the parabola showing 3 clear points. So it means we need 2 more points. One point we are going to find out from the graph. Remember, this graph is a vertical shrink by the factor of 1 over 5. So you can choose any x value to find the y value. So I'm choosing x equals 3. You have to be very careful when you choose the value to find y. It should be the value that cancel the 5 from the bottom. So I'm choosing x equals 3. I chose this value because I thought of canceling the 5, and I know that 3 plus 2 is going to give me 5, and 5 squared is 25. That will help me cancel the 5 from the bottom, because 25 divided by 5 is negative 5, plus 5 it's going to give me 0. So now my point is going to be 3 comma 0, which I'm going to plot it here. And I want to find the replica of or mirror image of this point on the other side also. So from my line of reflection, this is 1 2 3 4 5 unit to the right side, and my other point will be 1 2 3 4 5 unit to the left side. Now I'm going to combine these 3 points and going to get the graph. All I needed is 3 points to get the clear image of the parabola graph. So this is going to be my graph that is vertical shrunk by 1 over 5. And again, I chose this 3 because I wanted to cancel the 5 from the bottom to find my y coordinate. Question number 5 is, a ball is thrown 3 feet from the ground. The equation describing the ball's height h in feet is ht equals negative 3t squared plus 12t plus 3. Find the time it takes the ball to reach the maximum height and find the maximum height. So you want to find the time that reaches the maximum height, and you also want to find the maximum height, that is y coordinate of the vertex. We are going to identify a, b, and c. So a is negative 3, b is 12, and c is 3. Now we are going to find the axis of symmetry so that we can find the t or time at maximum height. To find the axis of symmetry or t, you're going to use the formula negative b over 2a, where b is 12 and a is negative 3. When you solve it, you got t as 2. Now you're going to use this t, which is time at maximum height, and plug it in into the main equation to get the height or y coordinate. Now you're going to use the t as 2 and plug it in the equation. So 2 square is 4, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. 12 times 2 is 24 plus 3. When you solve this, you're going to get the maximum height is 15, or the y coordinate of the vertex is 15. So remember, this is the height at time 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, the maximum height is 15. Number 6. Write the general equation of vertex form of a quadratic function, all variables. So the general form of vertex form is a times x minus h squared plus k. So our aim is to find a, h, and k. H and k is the vertex, means where this parabola starts. So that's going to be negative 3 comma 4. So that's negative 3 comma 4. A is how high the graph is going. So if it's going with the pattern 1 down, 3 down, 5 down, then the A is 1. In this case, from this point, it's going 2 down and then going to go 6 down and so on. Right from here to here, it will tell me that the A is 2, because from 4 is going to go down 2. So A is 2. So A is going to be 2. The direction of the parabola is opens down, so it means it's a reflection. So you're going to use the negative sign for a. So when you plug it in the a value 2 here and the negative sign, for h you're going to use plus 3 because if it is negative you're going to use positive sign. For k you're using 4. Then that whole equation is the equation of the parabola that is given here. Question number 7. Write a rule or equation for g. Let g be transformation that is vertically stretched by a factor of 4, translated 1 unit to the right, and then translated 5 units down for the parent function fx equals x squared. So write down the translated function here. We're going to do this problem step by step. So the first step is vertical stretch by factor of 4. So that's going to be 4x squared. Translated 1 unit right means you're going to have a h that is negative 1. Then the last step is going to be 5 units down. So you're going to subtract 5 at the end. Now we are going to graph this equation. So this is my final gx equation, transformed equation or translated function. The vertex is going to be 1 comma negative 5. Axis of symmetry is 1. So we're going to plot this point and draw this line, and then we're going to find other 2 points or 3 points to get the full graph of a parabola. I'm going to follow the pattern here. So a times 1 comma 3 comma 5. Now my a is going to be 4 because it's a vertical stretch by 4. And my new pattern for this one is 4, 12, and 20. So since a is greater than 0, so it opens up. So from the vertex here, you're going to go move up 4, up 12, and up 20. So I started from this vertex point that is 1 comma negative 5. And I know that it opens up. So I did is follow the pattern and I multiplied it. And then my first point is going to go up 4. So remember, this is a vertical stretch parabola. So the second point is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 up. And then from here, you're going to go up 12, which I don't bother to graph that point. So I have 3 points, so that's enough to get a good look of a graph. So this is going to be my graph that is vertically stretched by factor of 4, and it's moved 1 unit to the right and 5 unit down.